Vin, and I don't want to ask you this, but I gotta ask you. I know you might be mad at me after this, but I'm gonna have to ask you. All right, are you guys responsible for bringing the Double I Bloods into to Essex County, Newark, New Jersey?
We are credited for that. You know, we forming the fucking Double I, and now we're the in between. Yeah. And then when we had the Double I, all of that street shit just started going crazy. And then, yeah, that's when government got in it and it became crazy.
Thanks to all the subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and comment. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Illtown, an area nickname for East Orange, New Jersey. Perfect. The early 2000s, the Double I Blood Gang. At his federal trial, Samir Moses admitted that on April 17th, 2004, he and other Double I members were driving through an East Orange neighborhood and spotted what he believed to be a group of Crips gang members. Moses said that after one of them flashed a Crips hand signal, he got out of the car with a gun and shot the 16-year-old Anthony Copeland, who died from a single gunshot wound to the chest. Amir Wynn admitted, among other things, that on July 25th, 2002, he sought out another man, Laquan Brooks, for disrespecting the Bloods because Brooks had said to other Double E members that he was upset about the gang members bothering his 8-year-old son. Wynn admitted that after getting a gun, he found Brooks, called him into the street, and shot him once in the chest amid a crowd of people, including Brooks' son. Brooks died from his wounds. According to the government, in 1993, 2 individuals representing themselves to be members of the Queen Street Bloods gang traveled to the area of 18th and William Streets in East Orange, New Jersey, and advocated that certain individuals in that area, including several of the defendants and their co-conspirators, should become members of, learn about, and align themselves with the QSBG, and more generally with the Bloods. As a result, several of the existing gangs in and around East Orange, New Jersey, such as the Gutter Rats, the Drama Lords, the Steel Click Crew, and the Chain Gang began to unify into a single entity called Double I, or the Double Two Set, the name of which represents the Union of Inglewood, California, and Illtown, an area nickname for East Orange, New Jersey. In the years after its creation in 1993, the Double I Set was aligned with and abided by the practices of the Bloods in California, particularly the QSBG. Perfect. Over time, the Double I Set has incorporated many of the rules and protocols of the United Bloods Nation, commonly known as the East Coast Bloods. In about 2001, the Double I Set adopted many of the rules and protocols of the UBN and incorporated them into its existing West Coast practices. The UBN in general, and the Double I Set in particular, has followed and continues to follow many of the same practices as the Bloods on the West Coast. At his plea, Tuhan Massacre Butler, 27, described the October 19th, 2000 murder of Robin Dwayne Thompson at a gasoline station in East Orange. Butler said he got out of his car with a gun, covered his face with an article of clothing, approached Thompson from behind and shot him in the back of the head 2 times, killing him. The government contends the murder was part of Butler's effort to solidify his reputation in the neighborhood. At his plea, Butler boasted about his leadership of the Double I Set. "I was the chain of command," he said. "There is no one above me." During his guilty plea, Quadri Trouble Smith said he too was a leader of the Double Tagoo Set and mimicked a remark from Butler. "I was the chain of command," he said. Smith said that on April 29th, 2000, he shot and killed Bryant Dirty O. Williams in a dispute over money. Smith also admitted that he purchased dozens of weapons, including semi-automatic assault rifles, from an Ohio gun dealer, using intermediaries to obtain and transport the weapons to East Orange. The OG of the Double I Set was a member of QSBG who traveled to East Orange and established the Double Two Set in 1993. The 101, also known as the Superior, was the set's leader, Tuhan Butler. The 102 was at times Tito Strong, and the 105, also known as the 5-star general, was Quadri Smith. David Alston admitted to shooting fellow Double 2 member Al-Kabir Sore on January 19, 2003. The government alleges it was over a drug dispute. The U.S. District Judge Catherine S. Hayden imposed a 34-year sentence on Amir Wynn, 24, who pleaded guilty along with 4 other Bloods gang members on September 21, 2006. At his plea hearing, Wynn admitted gunning down the father of a child when the father asked that gang members leave the 8-year-old alone. Judge Hayden sentenced Quadri Trouble Smith, 26, to 30 years in prison, and Samir Moses, 22, to 28 years. Tune Butler is currently at FCI Cumberland, a medium security federal correctional institution. His release date is August 13th, 2027. Butler is a successful author with 2 books, America's Massacre, The Audacity of Despair, and A Message of Hope, and America's Massacre, the sequel, Surviving Mass Incarceration. Quadri Smith is currently at FCI Victorville Medium 1, a medium security federal correctional institution. His release date is October 24th, 2029. David Alston is currently at FCI Yazoo City Medium, a medium security federal correctional institution. His release date is March 27, 2025. Samir Moses is currently at USP Terre Haute, a high security U.S. penitentiary. His release date is July 13th, 2030. Although there are convictions in this matter, I must stress that an indictment is not evidence of guilt. Charges are only allegations, and each defendant is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Perfect. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Blessings.